Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Brian, and today I'm talking Survivor 49. This is episode 10, Huge Dose of Bamboozling. Uh, I don't know how much bamboozling actually was going on. I thought this was pretty normal blindside, if you even want to call it that. I know I've been hard on the season. I thought the Tribal Council was pretty good. It's nice to see it was nice to see the two groups were kind of, even though they had a plan, were unsure how it was going to play out. So I did like that, unless Savannah was pulling the wool over her eyes and faking it, but she could have been doing that. But at least it looked like I could have seen it going anywhere at that point. So I do appreciate that. Let's just run through some of the stuff. Christina and Steven are on the outs. Steven's going to be a target. We'll get to the Tribal Council. I think that he was going to be a target, but after some conversations, we'll get there. Um, I'm tired of Sage's talk about blackheads, farting. Get her out of here, man, please. I was kind of hoping that she would go today more than anything. Like, get her out. Juan, he is kind of unsure of Stephen now because Stephen didn't tell him about Christina's idol. He doesn't have to tell you, so I don't. Yeah, another person that no one, everyone's getting on my nerves except maybe like Blue, Sophie, and Savannah. Everybody else can just kind of kick rocks. Okay, so really, I know people probably love this, but I can't stand it. Christina had a mental moment where she's like, I miss my mom. Of course, she talks about this at camp. Of course, Jeff hears about it, digs right into it. How's everybody feeling? Tells us all about it. Uh, she's like, I came out here for the journey. And that's when I literally just pounded the table as hard as I could. It's like, who cares about your journey? Who's trying to win some money? Like, if you're not trying to win money, then get out. I don't want to hear about your journey and like making you feel good and doing all this shit. I don't care about that stuff. This is why this show stinks now, because we have all these people who care about the moment and the journey. I want people who are here to try to win the money. And I think that as much as I don't like Rizzo, I think he actually is trying to win the money. And Savannah also trying to win the money. Get your stupid shit out of here about your journey and your shut up. Just shut up. I hate it. And I know I'm in the minority there, but I cannot stand listening to it. It drives me up a wall. Like, I can't. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. Um, I guess she does okay in the what's it called? The reward challenge. Doesn't win. Thank God, because then they play on it anymore. I don't think it would bother me as much if Jeff didn't like get wind of it and then try to make that a huge focal point. It's just, guy, it sucks. It sucks. All right, so the reward challenge. It's like an obstacle course. Winning teams get hamburgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chocolate cake. Cheeseburgers look really good. They look really good, man. That bacon cheeseburger, whew, that's the kind of stuff you want to win. The hot dogs, ugh, I don't know how. You don't have a lot of food. I don't know if hot dogs is like the way to go. Same with the chocolate cake, but cheeseburger, if you put some lettuce on there, get some of the veggies and the meat, they look good. They looked really good. So kudos to that. That was a nice win. So the teams were both Sophie, Sage, and Steven, so the S squad, and then we had Juan, Christina, Rizzo, and Savannah. The S squad wins, and I thought it was a pretty good reward. Don't remember anybody looking for an idol over there. I thought they would have, but maybe because there's so many still like in the game, maybe they didn't have them on there. But a lot of them got reset tonight, anyways. All right, so we get back to the camp. Losing teams there. Rizzo's crying. I was just like, give me a break, dude. Like another notch against this guy for me. It's just his voice is even more annoying with tears in it. Juan tries to go fish. Doesn't get anywhere. He can't. Gets like a little baby fish. I'm just surprised that people aren't trying to do this more. I don't know why. That like they say they're so hungry, but you never see people trying to fish. So I just try to get food. Like I just unless the show is 90 minutes now. Like you can't tell me that they're editing that out. Either they're not doing it or they're editing it out. I don't really get why they would be editing it out because I don't. The next point, you're crazy if you think I'm going to talk about this stupid ass boy band that they were talking about for a couple of minutes. I don't care about that shit. This is not why the show should be 90 minutes. It should be 90 minutes because we want to see people try to fish. We want to see people try to find some food. We want to see people look for idols. We want to see some conversations that actually have to do with the game. None of this crap with the boy band. Do not care about that shit at all. Not talking about it anymore. Community challenge. We have the rice negotiation. So we knew it was coming up soon. Jeff does it. I do appreciate, again, I appreciate Rizzo as much as I don't like the dude. He was like, this isn't even a debate for me. I'm not even sitting out. And I was like, thank you, dude. Like, why are we sitting out? There should be no sitting out. You need to be safe to win this game. They try to counter back with like one less person and do half the bag. Jeff's like, no. And he's like a quarter. And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm really surprised that they didn't even like try to negotiate any further, but didn't go anywhere with that. We did have a little bit of a new twist to the challenge. They added one thing that we haven't seen before. It was like a little, like a rope seesaw, I would say. You climb the rope, like circle. It's like a tube, and then once you get up to the top, you slide back down. But other than that, same kind of stuff with just puzzles, balls, that same shit. Um, then we have, so who wins? Sophie, Yellow Sophie wins. So she gets immunity. So she's doing pretty well. She becomes a key piece in the where they're going to go with the tribal council, because we have the sides here, and one side wants to get rid of Savannah, the other side wants to get rid of Steven. And then apologies for my kids screaming over here, but if they're and then we have them, and it's kind of distracting me as I'm trying to think about what I want to say. But they eventually like, hey, maybe we should move it to Sage or Juan and what's it called? The groups. So Savannah and Rizzo and Blue Sophie are like, maybe we should just, if we want to get other Sophie involved, let's talk to her, maybe see what she wants to do. She's like, I would do that, but maybe what about Steve still? And then I think I thought the conversations were good. Like they were bouncing around a bit. You didn't know really where they were going to go, and I think that is good for the viewer. You don't want going into tribal knowing what's going to go home with this much chaos going on and not knowing. I think is good as a viewer, especially for somebody who's annoyed with the show. This is probably one of the better episodes, in my opinion, the last few weeks. And it sucks I'm doing it alone, but that's just how it was. So we get the tribal council. We have some nice little idol play here. Don't know if it's the best idol play, but we do it. Christina plays her idol for Steven, and then Rizzo plays a fake idol for Savannah. I'm wondering if he did this to make people think he doesn't really still have a real idol, or that was fake. And then Juan the whole time's like, yo, play a real idol. So I don't know if that really worked, but he's trying to play the game, trying to be too cool for school. And it almost cost them because it was basically Juan versus Savannah for the votes, and he got one more vote than her. We had like a throwaway, I think, in there too. But like that throwaway went a different direction. It could have been like we're doing a tie again. So it was. I enjoyed it. It was definitely. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse. So I did enjoy the episode. I'm not saying it was the best, but it was good. I don't want to watch immunity challenges where it's teams. I like that anytime the immunity challenge is individual, I'm pro that. That is what the merge should be. Fine with the reward challenges being that way. I don't always want it to be that way because I want to make these people make some people mad. I think that is good for jury stuff when you're on a team and it's like up to the team. No one's really mad at each other. And I don't love that. So yeah, it looks like next week Sage is mad. I think you got to get. I think if I was Savannah and Rizzo, I would try to get out Sage. I didn't think Shawan was a threat at all. I know like that's probably what you guys went through, but like I don't think he's a threat. Like he could win in the final trial. I was like, this dude can't even talk half the time, so I don't even know why they would do like when anybody would pick him. I think like for me, sleeper is. I think Blue Sophie is in a good spot. I really do, and also I think both Sophies are actually doing pretty well. So. Not like I don't as much as I don't like Rizgod, he's actually playing okay, so I can't if he won I wouldn't be angry. I just hate his voice more than anything. But let me know what you think. We still have The Amazing Race. I'm gonna watch that hopefully maybe after this. Maybe throw something really quick. We still have Southern Charm to do as well. We finished up this week the Love Island Australia. Traders Canada I did. I think that's it. I think next week is when stuff starts coming back. I know it's like the Thanksgiving over here in America, so like if anybody's watching Farm, not new stuff until I think next week in December. So appreciate everyone watching. Hope you also had an awesome Thanksgiving, and you have an awesome weekend. So I'll talk to you next one. Peace.